What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You are watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It is Thursday, August 22nd, 2024, and it is windy. Wind is blowing mostly from the south right now, which is why I decided to come to the threshold of 18 left for departures and arrivals. Was thinking about maybe going to the Polderbaan, but the wind is expected to become more southwesterly only later in the day and tomorrow. So probably tomorrow a stream from Polderbaan with crosswind arrivals. Right now we have 16 knots of wind blowing mostly from the south-southwest. A few clouds at 3,000 feet. It is 17 degrees Celsius. So jeans and a hoodie today. This is the wind expectation for today, with the wind picking up over the day, at least the gusts. Tonight more gusts, tomorrow too, and a lot of wind. So also more wind from the west, southwest, I should say, later in the day, and tomorrow as well. So I think tomorrow Polderbaan will be a good day, provided it is going to be dry. Right now a bit of rain, later in the day perhaps. So yeah, runway 18 left right now. The runway used for departures, together with runway 24, the Kaagbaan, and runway 27 is expected to be used for arrivals later today. Beautiful weather otherwise. This is looking to the south, and looking to the east, and looking to the north. A bit more cloudy, high clouds, and looking to the west. Similar picture. And a very good morning to everybody who has joined. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. They're getting blown and blown away. It's also blowing quite hard, so I have the blimp with me today, which will hopefully mitigate, if not fully negate, the wind rumble. First airplane coming this way to take off from the runway threshold is KLM flight 1431 to Lyon. Lion, wow. Boeing 737-800. Indeed, Mark, not so flaccid today. You can say that blue pills are in the air today. Absolutely. Morning, Maria. Morning, Paul. Maria, your trip to the Netherlands is coming up. Would you be so kind to email me your flight details so I can try to see if I can film your arrival and possibly also your departure? I hope you will arrive on days that I am streaming or able to stream. KLM flight 1431. 24-year-old airplane. First flight July 2000. Oh no, you arrive on a Tuesday. Why? Shoot. That is so unfortunate. BHBVD is on the move. I think it's going to San Francisco. KLM flight 605 today. In the background. Lined up is number 190 to Belgrade. KLM flight 1983. It was the best deal, yeah. Well, you're right to pick the best deal, Maria. It's going to be a very expensive trip, I imagine. Regardless of bargains or not. More airplanes coming this way. KLM flight 1313 now lining up. 737-800 to Warsaw. Behind it is an Embraer 190 KLM flight 1353 to Prague. Oh, thank you so much, Mariam. Thank you so much. On what day will you be flying back? Well, A380 is always in the afternoon, but... Oh, we have a line cutter. We have a line cutter. KLM flight 1919 to Zurich, 737-800. 23 years old, first flight September 2000. Hey, Yunus, what up, man? Welcome back to the Netherlands. Departing with Delta Airlines flight 179 tomorrow. Oh man, here I was just saying that I was expecting to go to Polderland tomorrow. You'll be flying out from Kagba regardless. The wind is going to blow from the southwest. So even if I were to go to the runway you will be departing from, Yunus, I still wouldn't be able to catch you. Probably. You'll be relatively high up in the sky already as you pass me by from the vantage point we have along runway 06. Runway 24, I should say, when used for departures. There's always going to be a next time, luckily. Short stay, by the way. You arrived today, didn't you? Windsock already indicating a little bit more crosswind. Was more headwind earlier, now. And another line cutter. Sure, why not? That's another 737 to split. Flight 1971. 16-year-old airplane, first flight April 2008. Now, maybe later in the day, according to Bezoek Bus, instead of runway 27 they might be going for runway 22 to land on. I'll be curious to see if that's going to happen. Right now the wind is blowing nearly perpendicularly to the runway heading of runway 27. It has to change a bit more to the west. Anyway, we'll see. No parking lot walls and rooftop in the way here of seeing airplanes arrive to runway 22. Fire truck just passed by in the foreground. Aloha Jinshin, good morning, mate. Haven't seen any coots. There were two couple of grebes over here. They seem to be bickering as I was setting up over here. One of them had a little child in zebra livery hitching a ride on mama's back. That seems to be a duck. Oh, coots spotted. So they were there after all. I guess that the grebes went further then. So see some movement over there. Yeah, that's a grebe. Is that a grebe with a hitchhiker? That's a bit hard to see from over here. Those resemble ducks more than anything, from what I can see. Now there was also some activity in the water on the other side. Oh, oh, is that a coot and a baby coot? It looks like it. Ah, there was a second grebe couple. You know how grebes are, they are very versed at going ninja mode. This is KLM flight 1419 to Nantes. Embraer E2 195. Bumpy runway. Airplane bobbing up and down. Morning Tony. Morning Frank. Morning John. All others who have joined in the meantime, welcome one and all. Hope you're doing well. Windy in the UK and in the Netherlands too. Ah, hey. Look who is getting territorial. So I suppose one of these two grebes is carrying a hitchhiker on their backs. Let's switch to autofocus. I guess this is the childless couple. And there was another pair with a little baby grebe. Maybe we'll see them later again. Next airplane to arrive is an A320 from Swiss, which will be leaving to Zurich. Hey there, Rafael. Salut. Donna, good morning. Donna asks, what time does a duck wake up at the quack of dawn? Keep them coming, Donna. Keep them coming. Hey Roy, goedemorgen. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. Marco, goedemorgen. Christian, good morning. Swiss flight 725 to Zurich. A320, 28 years old. First flight May 1996. Hey there, Leo. Meanwhile, the coots following the grebes at a safe distance. KLM 737-700 to Munich, flight 1851. It's just lined up over here. "15-year-old airplane, the PHBGG. First flight was in March 2009. Looking up and around me, I do see some contrail remnants here and there, so we might even be able to spot a contrail. Yeah, I think there are a few actually further away. What up, Alan? Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well, mate. So for those of you joining us just now, welcome to the show. You are watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are standing along the threshold of runway 18 left. At the moment, one of two runways being used for departures. Wind blowing from the south-southwest, 16 knots. But otherwise, lovely day. Mostly blue sky. Few high clouds where the sun is at right now. You can also see some contrail remnants here and there. All seems to have been pushed back. Although I don't see it yet on flight radar. Probably another candidate for this runway shortly. The flight to Tel Aviv. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, Agent T79 79. Guten Morgen, servus. Hey Gerrit, goedemorgen. And also a big thank you to Marianne, who celebrates 8 months of membership. Always a joy to watch your streams. Keep on going, she writes. Thank you so much for your continued support, Marianne. I will continue doing what I'm doing. Don't you worry. And thank you so much for your support. I'll just arrive, Tom says. Okay, well in that case, never mind. What's going on over there in the distance? The maintenance hangars. 777 is being towed in by the looks of it. Ah, Clemencia, goedemorgen, good morning. Now seems to be active on flight radar for outbound traffic. AMS to question mark. Well, we all know that the question mark is Tel Aviv. Hey there, Eric. Good morning. Don't see any airplanes taking off from runway 22 yet. There were a few. BizJet Central. Got some, another A330 over there. Hey! Suppose those are workmen. Terra scan. Yeah, those are work people. Maintenance hangar from Transavia, Martin Air. And in the distance, somebody's setting up. Police helicopter is leaving. Where is that airplane now? Was here a moment ago. Hey. Squadron of goods. Squadron of goods. Hey daar RDW, goedemorgen. It's almost as if I'm hearing one of those little baby goods. But where is it? Ah. Careful that you don't get into a fight. I think we have a candidate for our runway. Lufthansa to Frankfurt is coming this way, A320neo. I think Austrian is also coming this way, another A320neo to Vienna. Zigzagging their way over here to the runway threshold. What you looking at? Hey there, Thomas. Good morning. Good to have you back. Hope all is well. Ooh, lipstick airplane. Who's that? Nice sperm. This is Lufthansa flight 987 A320neo. Destination Frankfurt, 8-year-old airplane, first flight February 2016. Hey there Andrea, hey there Gabriel, good morning all. Martin R, goedemorgen. Good to see you again, mate. Wondering what the hold-up is. I'm already looking to the left. Is there a bizjet taking off? Is there anything lined up? Don't see anything. Usually when they wait, something is going on runway 22, but it is moving now, so whatever it was, it's over. Austrian flight 372 to Vienna, another A320neo, the second consecutive A320neo. This one a year old, first flight June 2023, still an infant. We have a 737-800 KLM to Dubrovnik next, looking us in the face. Hey Jaap, goedemorgen. Shyam, good morning. Wesley, good morning. Hey daar Teun, goedemorgen. Koen, goedemorgen. Now again, what's the hold up? Looking left, don't see anything happening. No line cutters. Huh. Richard, guten Morgen, Berger Oberland, Switzerland. Nice. Welcome one and all. Now the Emirates A380 today expected well after 1 o'clock. Hopefully runway 27 will open up between 1 and 2 o'clock and not runway 22. So the wind has to change to become a bit more westerly than it is right now. Otherwise, they might open up runway 22. And that would mean that the A380 would land on Polderbaan, despite its timing, because runway 22 is too short for it to land on. Runway 27 is long enough. So it really depends on the direction of the wind, I think, what will happen later today. The timing bodes well for runway 27, provided that runway 27 is going to open up. Now time for some consecutive 737-800s from KLM. This one is going to Dubrovnik. One is looking us in the face, going to Berlin. The airplane now lined up is 17 years old, first flight February 2007. And this airplane will be going to Berlin. Peter, Fritz, Morgan. KLM flight 1775 to Berlin is this. 25-year-old airplane, first flight June 1999. Hey there, Finnair A350 fan, good morning. Martina, good morning. All others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. Finnair A350 fan spotted China Airlines A350-900 yesterday, nice. I think, wasn't there also one, where's that China, oh that's China Southern. We don't get them here, do we? Huh, nice catch. Hey Jos, goedemorgen. Is that Vueling also coming this way? I think it is. Yeah, sure looks like it. Vueling, flight 8379, going to Santiago. Nine-year-old airplane, first flight January 2015. The EC Mel. Bump and bump. Hey, is that the TUI 767? And we have an A220 from Bulgaria. The TUI 767 is going to Lanzarote. Is it also coming this way? I think it is. Alrighty, Bulgaria to Sofia. Flight 462, Bombardier C-Series 300, aka the A220. Brand new airplane. First flight of this airplane was in February 2024. And a Boeing 767 from TUI to Lanzarote behind it. Jacinda, good morning. Service Erik, good to see you again, mate. Hartstikke willkommen. TUI 767 300 to Lonza Road. Flight 1885, 24-year-old airplane, first flight February 2000. Right, let's have a quick look at the latest meter, see what the weather has been doing. Good morning, Harry, and all others who have joined in the meantime. Wolfgang also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Let's see what the wind has been doing. 19 knots now, it's picking up. I already thought I could feel it. Still south-southwest, so not a lot of crosswind for the Polderbaan. I think this is still the right choice to be over here with all the action taking place. I hope the wind is going to switch a bit more to the west, otherwise we might see runway 22 instead of 27 open up come 1 o'clock. It is expected to turn more to the west as the day progresses, but right now still very much south-southwest. It is increasing 19 knots, 504, CAV OK, 20 degrees C. So in that respect, hey there, Uncle Plane Guy, morning mate, hope all is well. Others who have joined, welcome. Happy New Year! Fireworks being set off. Bird controller has to be somewhere over there. Also a lovely shade in the sky, shade of the cloud. I think that you can also see it what I'm seeing over here, actually. Quite nice to see. What's this? It is a KLM Dreamliner 78710. I think this is KLM flight 515 to Zanzibar. So that should be a candidate for a departure over here. Don't think you've missed much, Wolfgang. We haven't seen any Queens yet, although we might. I think there was one scheduled to take off to Milan or Luxembourg later, but well, you know what it is with those cargo airplanes. They never run on schedule. So this 787-10 Dreamliner to Zanzibar is 4 years old. It's the PHBKD. First flight November 2019. And just above the 787-10 you can see a Fokker 100 that is parked on the panorama rooftop terrace of the terminal building. If you have small children or are an adult who is into airplanes, definitely worth checking out. You can even see some people standing at the terrace. LVNL. Hey, it's the Belgian waffle. What up, chickie? Smiling KLM airplane. I think if the airplane needs to dump fuel, they use this little unit to spray it from. Turning and burning to Zanzibar. Flexi, flexi, flexi. Rotation. Flying AMS Live logo. Seems that KLM did not pay all of their bills. And another Dreamliner going to the impound. You have to pay first, then you'll get it back. Man, I'm almost tearing up here with the wind blowing directly in my face. Maybe I should look for ski goggles tomorrow. Insane. Just 19 knots of wind. Air Baguette is coming this way. That's the baby bus A318. Air Baby Baguette. Chickies in the water, absolutely. There were two pairs of grebes over here. One of them had a hitchhiker in zebra livery, although They were here when I was setting up. I didn't see them anymore. Haven't seen them anymore ever since. The coots are here. There are more coots over there. Or maybe the grebes have transformed into coots. That is also a possibility. First there were no coots and just grebes. Now there are mostly coots and over there a couple of grebes. Now that's the couple that swam by earlier and that didn't have a hitchhiker. If it had, it probably drowned already, constantly diving under. The baby bus is taking Cheater's Lane. Bloody cheat. Well, granted, there is a lot of headwind, so it will not take long for it to gain enough speed to take off. What up, Alan? Good morning. Baby bus. Au revoir. Omelette du fromage. Going to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Flight 1341. Ah! That is good to know. Colombian white beak coat coots. Mr. Sniffles, Mr. and Mrs. Sniffles. Alright, are they preparing for arrivals on runway 27? Since now the departures are taking place south of runway 27, the crossing. This is Air Baltic flight 962 to Vilnius. Bombardier C Series 300 A220, 2 years old, first flight September 2021. Well said, Rafael. It is 10:47, so we shouldn't be expecting arrivals just yet. I think that's the Dreamliner that is going to the impound. Hey, there's a lurk. Good morning. Uh-oh. Guys, stay chill. Behave. Be nice. Oh dear. Oh dear. Reinforcements are coming. Swimming angrily. That's quite aggressively. Hey. Hey. Cut it out. Such aggressiveness in the animal kingdom. If it isn't the grebes that are fighting amongst themselves, it's the coots. No wonder humans do it too. I suppose it's human nature. Bam, philosophy lesson early in the morning. It's all here, the channel has it all. I think it's even drawing... Oh no, I thought they were even drawing a crowd of grebes. Getting in there with the popcorn. Too much coke, yeah, that's it. Meanwhile, K2 over here, looking the other way, while I was waving in vain. Right. Right now, a couple of airplanes are taxiing to runway 24, all outbound to the west. Hey Lily, good morning. Good to see you again. Delta Airlines Flight 135 to Detroit. The TUI will be going to Curaçao. Should also be JetBlue behind it somewhere. More Delta. Right, it's getting quiet over here on 18 left. Let me see. And now we know why. Coming in with a bang is the first airplane to runway 27, A350-900, China Southern, arriving from Guangzhou. Just in time. Next up is Transavia, Peter Pan livery, arriving from Ljubljana, 737-800, flight 6820. Now flying over Amsterdam. Somebody also there filming. Let's see, where did it appear again? First between the trees and then it went behind the building. And I think when it crossed the Ringvaart, as it's called, the little canal on the left hand side, if you look on the map, we should be able to see it. Any moment now. Yep. There it is. And then vanishing for a few seconds. Transavia flight 6820, the Peter Pan livery, arriving from Ljubljana in Slovenia. Peter asks where I'm standing. I'm standing at the threshold of 18 left. De Aalsmeerbaan. Right next to the cycling path. The sun meanwhile is vanishing behind some high clouds that seem to be drifting in from the west. Now there's also an airplane coming this way. I think that's probably a departure from the Cajon? Question mark? Now where is it? Come on. I think it should be over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Really hard to keep the camera stable with all that wind. Next Next up, KLM flight 1850 Embraer 190 having arrived from Munich. My doppelganger, indeed. Hey Thea, good morning. Ah, your son is coming in from Stuttgart in a couple of minutes. Well, if he's landing on runway 27, which I think he will be, that should not be a problem. Our next airplane is going to be ITA Airways Flight 108 A320neo, arriving from Rome. Airplane departed 2 hours and a minute ago from Rome. Brand new airplane, first flight August 2023. Now flying over Amsterdam Schiphol. If you look on flight radar, that green part, that's all forest, Amsterdam forest. And the canal that is bordering the green on the left, that's called the Ringvaart, and once it crosses there, we should see it on camera. So right about now. Right about now. Soul brother, check it out now. Why am I thinking about that song? Oh yeah, the lyrics. Just put the hoodie over my cap. That saves a lot of wind rumble in my ears. That is much more pleasant. Just like how it is more pleasant for you when I'm using the blimp under windy conditions like today instead of the dead cat. Not so much rumble of the wind. Hey Epicer, also in the chat. You probably were there already. Missed it. Good morning. Right, where's the next airplane? Ah, that must be Thea's son. Now flying in the vicinity of Weesp. More fireworks being set off. Seems that there's a congregation of birds now over there. More ducks. So the ducks are there, but they are in the periphery today. That was a grebe. Epicar was there and was not there. Wolfgang asks if there's news about the XA60, and the answer is sadly no, not yet. When I brought it in, the confirmation email I received, oh there's the little one, said it could take up to 6 to 8 weeks. I haven't heard anything since I dropped it off, which I think is probably good news, because that probably means that they are going to fix it without me having to pay for it. But I'm cautiously hopeful here. Might also be just backlog and they still have to start looking into my problems, and well, we'll see. Lisa asks, is everything okay? You sound a little congested. Yeah, well, with the lower temperature, I'm standing here with my hoodie on, and with the wind I always get a runny nose, so I kind of start sounding congested. That's always in the winter months as well. Sharp for noticing. Let me blow my nose and see if that maybe makes it sound a little bit less congested. I think this should be better. Right, our next airplane is flying over Amstelveen, KLM flight 1828. Embraer 175, Thea's son on board as one of the pilots, returning from Stuttgart. "52-minute flight. The airplane 6 years old, first flight October 2017. The airplane is now flying over Amsterdam Schiphol. Past the hockey fields of Amstelveen. Over the big pond almost, where you can also rent canoes. Hey, there's a Gulfstream, which probably will take off to Sint Maarten by the looks of it. Yeah. There you go. Your son has returned to the Netherlands, Thea. Landed safely. And they even used a little bit of reverse. Gulfstream to Sint Maarten. Just took off from runway 22. Wouldn't we all want to be on this airplane? This jet, first of all. Destination also very sweet for airplane spotting. No need to be worried, Lisa. No need to be worried. Don't you worry. You're welcome, Thea. Ties, Lisa, Boy, wil je even zeggen? Marianne, Lisa, Bobby en Nova, leuk dat jullie kijken. Ze kijken namelijk, maar hebben geen idee. Hey Lucas, good morning. And all others who have joined in the meantime. The next airplane is going to be a G. A G in house, pretty soon to be. Coming in from Athens, A321neo, flight 3624, the SX NAB. It's not a nagger, but a nabber. 3 hours and a minute underway, 3-year-old airplane, first flight November 2020. You might pick up the sound of a departure from runway 24. And they heard it, genius. Excellent. There's the G. G coming in hot from Athens. Hey, Curry Jesus. Good morning. Jan Jansen, good morning. Chris also says good morning to everybody. Chris is doing morning cardio, as should everybody. Take a swim, go for a bike ride, take a run. No, go for a run. You then take a run. Chris and Curtis. Seems that all the birds that were there earlier in the stream have migrated, or is that not? There's just one left. One left behind to stand guard. Next up is an EasyJet A319 arriving from Copenhagen. Flight 27938. 1 hour and 3 minutes underway, that is par for the course. Copenhagen, always roughly an hour flight. The airplane 14 years old, there it is. First flight December 2009. Wolfgang asks about Jesus, that's a good question. Honestly, I've been so godforsaken, I haven't even thought about Jesus, so I will burn in hell. Let's have a look after this landing, see where Jesus is hanging out. Knowing him, probably partying on Ibiza or something. It's always the ones that say that they're the most God-fearing that are partying the hardest. Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff. Let's have a look, shall we? Right, there's plentiful 747s on the way to the Netherlands. I think most of them are expected later today. Jesus is flying from Manchester to Porto in Portugal, just as I thought. He's a sun seeker. The Son of God is a sun seeker. Who would have thought? Meanwhile, Emirates A380 is on course to land at 1:20 p.m. Cargolux expected just before 1 o'clock. Hopefully it will get delayed a little bit. And hopefully runway 27 will be open as secondary runway between 1 and 2 o'clock, of course. Orange Pride is also returning to the Netherlands, arriving from Bangkok tonight, 6:30 expected. This is also towards 6 o'clock. This is going to land on Polderbound regardless. Atlas Air, Cargolux, and more is coming. Singapore Airlines is also expected around 6 p.m. tonight, so definitely more Queens expected tonight. Yes, congratulations and thank you, Jan, for your first month of membership. Hope you like it in the lounge still. Meanwhile, BizJet landing. Now let's quickly turn around. After such a small, puny little BizJet, time for something more substantial. Emirates flight 145, for instance, arriving from Dubai, 777-300 6 hours and 22 minutes on the way. There she is. Tailwind, apparently. 15-year-old airplane, first flight July 2009. Hey, Michael, also in the chat. Good to see you, mate. You were probably around for a while already. Did not see it. Right, outbound traffic, runway 24. The American Exodus is in progress. Yay! Lisa also celebrating something today, 2 months of membership. Congratulations, Chicky. And thank you so much for your support. There's the BizJet. Was too late to see the details, not sure what it is, but it is looking gnarly. Even though it is plain Jane white. It's not a small BizJet, that's for sure. Well, I've turned a year older, right, Michael? So, progressing age is my excuse. My eyes are deteriorating. Now, it's always this location and also the parking lot requires a lot more looking around. For some reason I always get more distracted by the wind blowing in my ears. I now have my hoodie over my cap, so my ears are a little bit insulated and it's not as loud anymore in my ears. That makes it also a bit easier to talk. I know that the volume is right and proper. I'm also inclined to start shouting when it blows hard and I hear the wind rumbling in my ear, even though that isn't necessary. Right, I think I'm still in time to see KLM flight 1902 arrive. First between the trees, 737-800 arriving from Vienna. 1 hour and 24 minutes to get here. 5-year-old airplane, first flight March 2019. Also, a little bit of reverser use there. If you guys want to say hi to me or ask me something personally, use @AMS Live, just like Michael just now did. He says, yes, I was, my friend, @AMS Live, hahaha. That @AMS Live becomes red in my screen, so pops a little bit more than just saying AMS or boy. That doesn't light up anything in my chat window, so bigger chance of me not missing it. Transavia on the move, TUI on the move. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow a bit more crosswind. The wind is now still very much blowing from the south-southwest. Tomorrow hopefully a bit more southwest. In that case, Polderbaan it is going to be. Saturday rain is expected, so I'm thinking P3 on Saturday. Provided that the wind is blowing from the south-southwest. Well, no, regardless, if it is raining, I still want to do a stream, so even if runway configuration will be different, at least there's apron action looking from above with overview, so we probably will be entertained then. Next airplane to arrive, German Airways, flying for KLM, Embraer 190, flying as KLM flight 1840, returning from Nuremberg. 56 minutes on the way. 15-year-old airplane, first flight somewhere in 2009, probably January, as most of those German Airway Embraer 190s seem to have been delivered then, or started flying. to think of it, I think I've yet to come across an airplane which first flight wasn't in January of a certain year for German Airways. Hey Julian, good morning. Mike, good morning. Nico, goedemorgen. All others who've joined in the meantime, good morning. Arrivals on runway 27 right now, secondary runway together with Polderbaan 18. What was it again? 18 right. With the change of the wind, always requires a little thinking. Daisy Duck says hi. Now where is Donald? Not seeing Donald. I am seeing this jet action from runway 22. Also another inbound flight on runway 27. KLM Embraer 175 arriving from Bremen. Come on. Come on. That grebe is acting aggressively against that duck. For what? Violating your territory? And this is exactly what the two grebe pairs were doing in the beginning. Neck forward, same sound. Oh! Mother ducker. Ah! Come on! Now aggressive. Oh! Ah! What? Whoa! Man! Come on. Jesus Christ. No more cocaine for you guys. You guys can clearly not handle your cocaine. Jesus Christ. Aggressive bastards. I think this one has had too much coke and is having a little bit of a is getting a little paranoid. Mother fudger. Right. Next airplane, having returned from Billund, KLM flight 1292, Embraer 190. "49 minutes underway. There it is. Embraer 190. 15 years old. First flight January 2009. No, 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 no. See that Lance is also back in the chat. What up, mate? Good to see ya. Meantime, the coots are minding their own business over here. Hey Julian, going well over here, doing well over here. Bit windy, would have preferred calmer weather, but there you go. Tomorrow it's set to become even a bit worse. Please helicopter, about to touch down. KLM Embraer 190 to land pretty soon. Arriving from Oslo, KLM flight 1198. Singapore Airlines is leaving at the wrong time, and that is why we are not seeing it, if only, well, we are seeing it, but going to the wrong runway. That's a shame. That's really a shame. Now, big picture overview. High clouds, high winds, no more direct sunlight. Above me, right above me, still a bit of blue. A bit further out, also a bit of blue. Dreamliner has been pushed back. And another Embraer KLM is landing. Embraer 175 returning from Göteborg. Hey there, Fatbike Dutch. Hey there, Liewe. Morning, all others who have joined in the meantime. The Dreamliner that was pushed back was Air Europa. Wind still blowing south-southwest, as you guys can see. A lot of Viagra in the air. Windsock is able to perform today. Last time we checked the METAR, we had 19 knots of wind. Let's do an update. There's probably another METAR, and there is. Wind is still blowing from the south-southwest. Wind speed has increased to 20 knots now. Few clouds at 2,800 feet. Air temperature 19 degrees Celsius. Come on. Copy. And paste it in the METAR, in the ticker. So for those of you who don't know what the METAR is the weather for the airport, updated twice an hour, 25 minutes past the hour, 5 minutes to the hour. Tells you everything you need to know. It's now going in the ticker. EHAM Schiphol Airport. The 22nd is today, 8:55 Zulu time, that's half an hour ago. The wind, 20 knots from 210 degrees. Visibility on ground level 9999 means 10 kilometers or more. There are few clouds at 2,800 feet. The air temperature is 19 degrees Celsius. The dew point is 12 degrees Celsius. The air pressure is 1009 hectopascals, and no significant changes in the weather are expected for the upcoming 2 hours. In the meantime, Air Oink Oink just landed. And also a BizJet seems to be departing to Frankfurt shortly. Now, BizJet is also next to land on runway 27, VistaJet. Shiny silver. Bombardier Global 6000, not the smallest of BizJets. 36 minutes to get here. Flight 796. Flying over Amsterdamse Bos, near the big pond, de grote vijver. Approaching the Ringvaart Canal. Should become visible in a few seconds. There it is. Activated. Also, Liewe, dankjewel kerel. 16 months of membership and time flies when you're having none. Absolutely mate. Thank you so much for your support. Not only as a member, but also as a very valued moderator. Hope you still like both. Do let me know something isn't to your liking. I hope you're going to stay on as a member and mod for many more months to come. Thank you so much for your support, Liewe. And everything you've been doing as a moderator, also ever since you've become one. We have Transavia over here. I have no idea, Wolfgang. F1 jets. They probably land on Schiphol. They'll probably take helicopters from Schiphol to... Well, no, wait. I recall having watched on Flight Radar after the race day the helicopters were going everywhere. They were going to Noordwijk, to the hotels over there, Huis ter Duin. Also, I think to Chinese restaurant along the A2 highway between Utrecht and Amsterdam. I saw them to Rotterdam. So they might land everywhere. They usually take helicopters to the circuit. At least the VIP guests. Next airplane is KLM flight 1042 737-900 arriving from Birmingham. Something passing overhead. I cannot see it, I just hear it. Switch should commence, and runway 18 left will be used again for departures. We see the KLM 100 years 78710 over there in the background. maybe it was the C-130 that I heard then, Adrian. Next airplane to arrive, KLM flight 1816. There it is. Embraer 175, which is returning from Frankfurt. 47 minutes flight thus far. 8-year-old airplane, first flight July 2016. Windsock seems to be pointing a little bit more to the left, so the wind is changing to become more westerly, as Windfinder also said it would do. That's good news, because that means there's a higher likelihood of runway 27 being used as runway for arrivals come 1 o'clock, and the A380 is expected, I think it was 118 last time we checked. Next up, Herpes. Herpes back. 75 years old. No, wait, that's just the celebration. Embraer 190 itself, German Airways, 75 years. Herpa is 17 years old, a bit younger. First flight somewhere in 2007. There it is. KLM flight 1944. That's the flight it is doing right now. Thank you for the update, Maria. A380 ETA 1:20 p.m. So if runway 22 is going to be used, but I don't see why it would, given the fact that now runway 27 is already in use as secondary runway. If the wind changes more to the west, it is only going to create more headwind for airplanes landing on this runway. So quite frankly, I would be surprised if with the prevailing wind they would go to runway 22 come 1 o'clock, considering that they're already using the Aalsmeer Buitenveldebaan already. Are you guys going to create a Wise Owls club, Lance and Michael? Save a seat for me in 20 years. Or 30. Qatar 777 freighter. We'll be going to Doha. Another chopper. Hey, don't recall having seen this one before. Interesting. This is a helicopter that I've never seen before. It doesn't look like one of the police choppers. Visiting helicopter or something. Now, in the meantime, flying over Amstelveen, which means still a minute or two out. KLM flight 767, which is an A330-200 returning from Bonaire. Now, a Bonaire is always lower than a Nepal. If you look on the map, you will see. Swiss helicopter, F1 driver, could be, don't know. BizJet is also taxiing there. Of course, general aviation platform is over there. Okay. Swiss helicopter. Whoa. Meanwhile, KLM A330 is flying over the Amsterdam Bos, Amsterdam Forest. Flight time 8 hours and 37 minutes. A330-200. Returning from Bonaire, it's the PHAOA. Hey there, Roer Picture. Thank you so much for your kind words. Greetings back. Dankeschön. Airplane 19 years old, the PHAOA. First flight August 2005. To go. Thanks for joining, mate. Be careful out there, it's windy. Now, I did switch up, I did turn up the mic volume a little bit for the arriving flights, since we are a bit further removed from the runway for arrivals than from the runway for departures. Is the volume a bit decent? Doesn't seem to be over the top. Looking on my volume levels, hope that the reversal was a bit decently audible. Next airplane to arrive is going to be KLM flight 1216, 737-700, arriving from Stockholm. Sounds very good, Mark says. Also can hear you talk loud and clear. Yeah, no wind, hardly any wind rumble. I'm using the blimp right now, standing next to me over here in the grass. You might hear the rustling of the grass. But if all is well, hardly any, if any, wind rumble at all. That also, for some reason, the total output of the audio seems to be a balance of the voiceover and the ambient mic, and it seems that whenever the wind rumble is picking up, it also sometimes seems to affect the quality of the voiceover sound. Don't know if that's possible, but listening back, I'm inclined to think there's a relation between the two. So I'm thinking with the ambient mic now in the blimp, and when testing before going live with just listening to my voiceover mic, which is a lavalier mic that is stuck under the cap of my head, I didn't hear any wind rumble when facing the wind directly. So I'm thinking it is not picking up a lot of wind rumble. The wind rumble that you hear is coming from the Sennheiser, the ambient microphone, when the dead cat is on and the wind is more than it can handle. Anyway, enough about the technicalities. Our next airplane to arrive is an Embraer 190. Where am I? I'm too far. This is the gap I need to have. KLM flight 1284, arriving from Aalborg. 1 hour and a minute and away. There it is. Good balance, great sound. Thanks for the feedback, Wolfgang. Yet another Embraer. Is it 190? Huh. Thought for a moment that the wind was calming down a little bit, but it is picking up again. Different color cap, different color audio. Absolutely, Adrian. Absolutely. An Embraer, indeed, Lise. You must feel lucky that you witnessed it. Those are quite rare airplanes. Here another boring 777. Hey, Pilatus PC-24 flying over the center of Amsterdam, almost over Vondelpark and arriving to runway 22. European Aircraft Private Club. That sounds nice. The European Aircraft Private Club. Now that means that the airplane is flying somewhere, I think over there. Looking around to see if I can spot it. It's probably somewhere in between the trees. I've yet to find my frame of reference for spotting these airplanes. Pilatus PC-24 arrived from Geneva. Well, it's getting closer by, so it has to be over there in the meantime, over somewhere. I think that the trees that you see in the center are probably in the way. The airplane is probably already quite low. Now flying over the Nieuwe Meer, and another PC-24 arriving from Geneva behind it, just north of the ring around Amsterdam, and that is Jetfly Aviation. That is a second Pilatus. Pilatus. What is Pilatus? Right, it's flying over the Nieuwe Meer. That's the body of water that you see on the map. South of it is a straight strip of water. That's where the rowing clubs of the Amsterdam University student clubs practice their rowing. There it is. Okay, right. Duly noted. Means that I needed to look lower and further to the left probably than I initially was doing. Right. Finally. No, stupid car. Get the fudge out of the way. You bastard. What a timing. Terrible. Right, P3 is better for shots like this. Hey, what are they doing? Okay. For a minute I was wondering, are those hunters? But they're not. They're not. Let's see, we have another PC-24 coming in, and then it's probably over to outbound traffic on 18 left. Right, so BeastJet PC-24 flying over Amsterdam right now. Somewhere over there. Still hard to see. Gotcha. Gotcha. So this is what we need to look for, that BizJet. This is the PC-24 that is now flying to runway 22. Arriving from Geneva. I think might be one of the last airplanes, if not the very last airplane before runway 18 left is going to be used again for departures. There doesn't seem to be any more inbound traffic to either runway 22 or runway 27 after this airplane has landed. So yeah, the trees are indeed in the way, as I was fearing. Catch a brief glimpse there. Also hearing the sound of a GE90s getting started, by the sound of it. Another glimpse over here. Yep, already a little lower. And we should be picking it up over here for its last little bit to runway 22. Ready. Thinking we're going to transition now to outbound flights again, so let's also have a look. Come on, all kinds of vehicles that I don't want to see. There it is. I think it's United Airlines Flight 21 to Houston that we are hearing the engines from. Now folks, don't forget to drop a like if you're liking the stream and you haven't already. Drop a like, it really helps to spread this content to more aviation enthusiasts such as yourselves who might not have come across the channel yet but would also be interested in live streams such as these. We're looking United Airlines Flight 21 in the face, 777-200ER, which will be going to Houston, Texas. As we speak, an inspection is taking place. And it is 11:49 already. In the distance on the left, Turkish A350. Which normally would have taken off from 18 left if it were open, but I suppose that with the traffic to runway 22, inbound traffic to runway 27 had to wait. Unless, let's see, what's runway use right now? Well, LVNL labels 18 left as open for outbound traffic. Tyler asks if the United 777 is coming to 18 left. I don't think so, mate. Runway 24 is also open for departures. The lights have gone on. How about that? The lights of the runway have gone on. Party hardy. The casino is open. Now, United is going to fly to Houston, so that is to the west. Means that the runway facing west the most will be used ideally. So all airplanes going to the United States will take off from runway 24, sadly. Unless something is up on runway 24. Jess asks if I have plans to stream on Monday, and the answer is no. Unfortunately, streaming takes up a lot of time, and I also have other stuff going on in my life besides working and streaming. Very important stuff. And Mondays are off the books for the time for some time to come now, when it comes to streaming. So it's Thursdays through Sundays, weather permitting, for the time being. Well, the mood lighting is on. We're still waiting for traffic to 18 left, even though the lights are on. United to Houston is on the move. Now there is a lot of traffic outbound on flight radar. I think most of it is going to go to runway 24 for the time being. Normally speaking, Turkish would have also taken off from 18 left, but since the runway inspection was still in progress just now, it is now taking off from runway 24. Adrian has become a fortune teller. How about that? Do you also happen to know the lucky numbers for the lottery, Adrian? Jan says first airplane will be Tarom, which is coming this way. Why? Tarom. Waarom Tarom? Very important stuff. Interesting, Lisa says. Interesting indeed. Little itty bitty 737-700, which will be going to Bucharest, flight 362. Daarom, lieve, daarom. Man, I'm wearing my thin hoodie, but with the wind non-stop blowing and the sun being behind the clouds, dare I say it is getting a little bit chilly. Right, time to put the batteries of the heated gloves in the charger once I get home. Get the parka back. Still has to zigzag its way over to the threshold. Once asks, can you tell the difference between the sound of United 777GE engine or their fuel-old Pratt & Whitney PW4000 powered 777? I can. Me neither, mate, me neither. Wasn't Dirk van den Berg very much into the engine sounds of the different airplanes? Maybe he can in the meantime. To me, the only thing I can discern is the growl over 200 and the absence of growl when it is a 300 or when it is a freighter. I wouldn't be able to discern the Pratt & Whitneys from the GEs. Wolfgang says snow forecast for tomorrow. You shut the F up, mate. What's it like, eh? Wouldn't be surprised if it were forecasted for tomorrow. Snow forecasted in Austria, do you mean? Can you guys ski already? Well, obviously on the glaciers, but I'm talking about regular pistes. August 22nd, already a runny nose. The runny nose weather has returned. Right. That was the elephant. Looks like there's a Max 8 coming this way. TUI to RMF, which is Marsa Alam. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, my weather app is giving me a warning that in my hometown in 25 minutes precipitation is expected. Thought it was going to stay dry today. That's not good. Now, Arjan, thank you so much. Just now gifting 5 memberships. That is above and beyond, mate. Thank you so much for that. Don't forget to say thank you if you were one of the 5 recipients of the gifted memberships from Arjan just now. Arjan, dank je wel, man. Super nice, dank je. Welcome to the Aurora Skylines new members. You now have access to our custom emojis for a month. Last time I checked, we were approaching the 700 members, and when we reach that number, we are going to get another slot for a custom emoji available. I will park an old emoji in it so that we don't lose it if we drop under 700 at some point. We still need to reach it first, obviously. But for the first time in a long while, we might even have a new custom emoji slot. That's all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. Another gifted membership just now by Andrea. Thank you so much, Andrea. I see that Marcel was the recipient. Welcome back, Marcel. Don't forget to say thank you. Andrea, thank you so much. This is TUI flight 3455 to Marsa Alam, which is a 737 MAX 8. The airplane is 5 years old and had its first flight in November 2018. Wolfgang asks, how many do we need? Well, I don't know from memory. It changes by the day. I think we were at 668 earlier in the week, and I thought I saw another 20 dropping away again. Big component of the memberships is of course gifted memberships that automatically expire after a month. If you do like being a member and using custom emojis and you have gotten a gifted membership, do consider renewing it or gifting someone else a membership. It's getting busy over here. The TUI just left. We have an E2 Embraer to Krakow waiting for us, but first the Red Wine Express KLM Flight 1443 Embraer 190 to Bordeaux. The E2 is already lining up. Nee, niet Bon, niet Bon. Well, if you're taxiing so slowly, we're going to have a peek in the cockpit. and also back in the chat. Diano, thank you so much for joining here. Good day from the South Island of New Zealand. Yes, more Kiwis here. Aussies and Kiwis forming an ever bigger constituency of the AMS audience. Is that a proper use of the word constituency? Bigger share, bigger part of the pie. I think I might have misused the word there. Check it out. Crosswind is increasing. Did I say peep? I mean peak, obviously. I need more vodka. I haven't been able to take a decent sip of vodka. I'm sobering up here. That's not good. That's not good. Also, Jan, thank you so much for gifting a membership just now. I see that Robert was the recipient of the gifted membership. Welcome to the Aurora Skylines, Robert. Also a big thank you to Jan for the gifted membership just now. Got KM Malta A320neo, which is going to go to Malta. Lined up over here, the light is going on. A320neo, 4 years old, first flight September 2019. See, the sun is shining through the clouds a little bit. Heavenly light shining on Air Malta, or KM Malta, as it's called. Maltese are on the way. Ooh, check it out, ladies and gents. With that little bit of sunshine, that matte look, that matte blue look, it looks so amazing. ITA Airways flight 107, which will be returning to Rome, A320neo. Now we do have a line cutter taking Cheater's lane. Lined up a bit further to the south, that's an Embraer 175 to Genoa. Screw that one. This one is much prettier. Check it out, that blue, that shine, that reflection. Lovely paint. Now in the meantime, Riveting 2 Embraer looking us in the face. Going to Vienna, KLM 737-800 to Istanbul. After that, Mark says, I vote ITA for the custom emoji. Well, if we do get another custom emoji slot available, I will definitely hold a poll, or at least a call for ideas first, and then the ideas that are being forwarded, I will hold a poll for the members. Hey, Jandrusik also back. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. Drifting out, back to Rome. Meanwhile, Finn Air 8350 over there. Mighty Meko, give it. Lining up on runway 24, going back to bloody Helsinki. E2 Embraer 195 to Vienna, lined up right now over here. KLM flight 1903, I believe it was. 1903, PH, MXJ, 2 years old, 5th of March 2022. I think I might have to lower the volume a little bit again, since we have started with departures. E2 lined up, 747 headshot. Jin 350, good day to you, sir. Hope all is well, good to have you back, mate. Whale sounds emanating from the engines of the E2. It's going. Jan Jansen has to sign off. See you next time. Thank you so much for joining, Jan. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. The 737 now has vanished off flight radar. 737-700, where it's going to go to, I forgot. We'll have to check once the label gets back. There it is, KLM flight 1959 to Istanbul, 737-800. Oh, no, don't want jet photos to open up here. What did I do? Get back. Hey. Yeah, remember. Samuel, mooi man. Geweldig. Ah, nice. Quite windy today, lads. Hey, you guys too, mates. The guy that was the young fella that the last time or time before I was here wanted to say hi to Samuel on camera, now brought Samuel with him. So the one and only Samuel also came to say hi. Guys are spotting over here. Che bello, mi piace molto questo aereo. ITA Airways flight 121 going to Milano, A320 EI DTN. 14 years old, first flight December 2009. There's also a bigger mama coming. That's the A330 KLM, also coming this way. Departure in the meantime, that's a regular KLM Embraer. Boring. Jesse asks, what spot location is this? This is the threshold of runway 18 left. It's the north side of the runway along the cycling path. A330's engines are overpowering everything over here a little. Is already shaking violently. Luckily the blimp is still standing here without anchoring it to the ground. EasyJet over here. And we have Dolomiti Airways over there. Meanwhile, I'm thinking there's probably another METAR out. Let's have a look, see what the wind has been doing. Do a refresh. Yeah, we had 20 knots earlier, now it is 21 knots, still strongly in the southwesterly corner, although varying between south and west-southwest a little bit. No gusts yet, 20 degrees C, few clouds at 3,000 feet. Not much has changed, except 1 knot more of wind, 21 knots. Marianne asks, are you deaf yet? answer is no. Answer is no. It is the wind rumble in my ears that is bothering most. Ambient sound has become extremely loud. Okay, probably the volume a bit too high. This is probably better for ambient. Right, EasyJet's on their way. I forgot to lower the volume after the departures had begun. I increased the volume a little bit when the arrivals took place because it is much more quiet and it's also taking place further away. Apologies for that, this should be better again. Air Dolomiti, which I think is flying on behalf of Lufthansa. The label has gone. Last couple of times it was constantly flying back and forth to Munich, so wouldn't be surprised if it was. And the Belgian Waffle has returned. Hey there, chickie. We have a line cutter. It's Spanish, it's always the Spanish. Iberia Express over there, going to Madrid, A320, flight 3723, which is 11 years old, first flight March 2013. Thanks for letting me know, Wolfgang. Totally forgot. Christmas lights are on already on the runway. Won't be long before the oily balls will also be for sale again. Was in Albert Heijn yesterday, already saw Kruidnoten. St. Nicholas will not be arriving until somewhere in second half of November, and until December 5th will remain in the country. But already the treats in the supermarkets. Air Dolomiti still missing the label on flight radar. Andy Q back in the chat. Good day, sir. Transavia to Thessaloniki, which is facing us, is Lufthansa to Munich, flight 2303. Now taking off. Transavia to Thessaloniki, flight 5807, 737-800. And a rare Embraer coming this way. Yes, the oily balls, Lance. But you're an insider, you know what it is about. You can explain to folks who might misunderstand. Hey Jörg, also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. This is number 175 to Poznan. Transavia to Thessaloniki. Adriaan says Atlas cargo will be landing on Polderbaan. I wonder if we can see that from over here. Looking behind me, not seeing anything in the immediate vicinity. KLM member 175, flight 1333 to Poznan, 7-year-old airplane, first flight May 2017. What else is going to come this way? Don't see anything on the platform just yet. Oh, Transavia 737 to Pisa. The airplanes are definitely not afraid to make eye contact. They'll look you straight in the face. It's only that they are taxiing away onto the runway that they're losing the staring contest. Windsock hasn't changed substantially. Wind has been pretty constant both in speed and in direction. Now it's an interesting weekend ahead with a strong field of wind, not only over the Netherlands but also the United Kingdom. Wind is expected to become a little bit more southwesterly and to increase, or at least the potential gusts, which haven't been reported in the METARs yet. And then overnight still strong winds, and then tomorrow the wind is expected to be even stronger than today, with wind blowing from the southwest. Looks like it is, assuming it is going to stay dry in the morning hours, it promises to be a very good day to go to the Polderbaan tomorrow. I remember it was with the flight attendant of KLM that you had the oily balls incident, Lance. Yeah. Typical Dutch treat, oily balls, oliebollen, which we eat around New Year's Eve. You have stands in the streets, on squares, near DIY stores that sell them, usually in November and December. Eat them au naturel or with some raisins in them, usually some sugar on top of them, decorating sugar. Transavia hasn't paid their bills. That's an A321neo, one of the new airplanes that they take away. Rightly so. It's probably worth more than the 737s that are way older on average. $747 on final for Polder. Thank you, Wolfgang. Let me look around behind me to see if I can see any airplanes that are landing on Polderbaan. It's difficult because I don't know where I need to look. I'm now looking in the direction of the Corendon Hotel, not seeing anything. Looking a bit further left of it towards P3. Also not seeing anything. Thing is, on paper I think we should be able to see traffic that is landing on the polderbaan. If you know where you need to look. Problem is, I don't know where I need to look. I'm not seeing anything. If I look, I'm looking in the direction of the Corendon Hotel, where there is a 747, but it is parked and the mound of grass and the highway is in the way. Oh wait, I think... Is that traffic to Polderbaan? Where did I see... Is that it? I think this might be traffic going to Polderbaan. Okay, so I was looking way further to the east, to the left. What's this? Okay, okay, so this is an Embraer, E2 Embraer that we can see from over here already. That's the E2 from... Okay, so the 747 is already further... Just checking where that airplane is going. 747 already landed, probably. But I am getting a frame of reference for where I need to look for traffic going to Polderbaan. So... somewhere over there. Duly noted. You live, you learn. This is KLM flight 1355, which will be going to Prague, a 737-800. I think there's also a Transavia 737 to Mahon coming this way. I'm going to pick up some fresh mayonnaise. And on paper, a lot is possible. Hey, no worries Wolfgang, at least now I need to know where I need to look for airplanes that are landing on Polderbaan from this point of view. Lucas asks, which of the runways is this? This is runway 18 left. We're standing on the north side along the cycling path. Right, KLM, flight 1355, 737-800 to Prague. Chris and Curtis being loud. In the meantime, we have an Embraer 190 KLM flight 1933 to Geneva coming this way. Now, Jörg, thank you so much for your support, my friend. 300 likes and 12-month lines crossed. Jörg has gone green, he has become a green member. Thank you so much for your continued support, Jörg. I think you're one of the persons who has made the most members by gifting so many memberships over the course of the year. Not only that, 12 months of membership yourself. Thank you so much for that, Jörg. Always a pleasure to have you in the streams. Always a pleasure to have you next to me if you come to visit. I hope you're going to continue to do that for many more months to come. And even if not as a member, then at least as a regular frequent visitor. And not only did JD just now celebrate his 12 months of membership, he also gifted no less than 10 memberships just now. Jörg, thank you so much for that. You know you shouldn't have to, but you did it anyway, so thank you so much for that. Welcome to the Aurora Skylines, those new members who got gifted their membership by Jörg. I think most viewers who have ever received a gifted membership have received one from Jörg. Don't forget to say thank you to him, or dankeschön. Play going away. No playtime here. Not here, not now. A sad day when there's no playtime. EasyJet also going away. We are, however, going to get redemption in the form of the A350-1000, folks. Check it out. There it is. It's coming this way. Cathay Pacific, flight 270 to Hong Kong. A350-1000. 5-year-old airplane, first flight November 2018. Hey Rafael, good afternoon. It's coming. BizJet just took off from runway 22. And also QJ, thank you so much for your continued support. 9 months of membership. Playtime, playtime, playtime. Thank you so much for that, mate. Hope all is still good in the lounge. Do let me know if something isn't to your liking. Jackie diving back into the lounge, lurking. Take it easy there. Could you also check if we still have plenty of refreshments in the fridge over there? Something is running low, let me know. I'll put it on the groceries list. The A350 is looking almost like a little wave from the training vehicle TR10. It's almost looking like a predator bird, doesn't it? Reversing.
Nederlands?
Ja, zeker.
Moet je een keer mee?
Hè?
Moet je een keer mee?
Ja, lijkt me wel leuk hoor.
Ben je nog nooit meegenomen door iemand?
Ik ben nog nooit meegenomen. Nee, ik ben nog nooit meegenomen. Hè?
Iedereen kijkt naar je aflevering op YouTube.
Ah, fantastisch, ja.
Samme.
Potverdorie.
Niet opnemen dit, hè?
Zei je?
Niet opnemen dit. Zal ik mijn telefoonnummer hebben?
Je kan denk ik het beste een e-mailtje sturen.
Oké, maar ik wil het wel even anoniem houden. Gewoon tussen jou en mij. Gewoon even op jouw YouTube-site kijken.
Ja, daar staat het. Is goed.
Een keer mee, vind je leuk?
Is goed. Hey, leuk man, dankjewel. Ciao. Okay, you guys did not hear this. Right. Transavia is lined up. The A350 is coming. A350 1000 to Hong Kong. Looking like a predator bird. Another BizJet. Just took off. Busy with BizJets today. Back and forth, in and out. What a shot this is. Cathay Pacific A350 1000. Look into my eyes, I will hypnotize you. Yo, what up? It is Alvin. The Ultimate is also back in the chat. Good to have you, mate. Hope all is well. I am absolutely doing good over here, Alvin. The coots were a bit aggressive. Think we had a little bit of a overdose intoxication over here with the coke coots. They were being very aggressive to one another. So you missed that? Cathay Pacific, going to Hong Kong, flight 270. Bit of additional jet wash. Nice and warm Jet A exhaust fumes. Warming me up a little. All finally leaving for Tel Aviv. Flight 338. Boeing 737-900. 10-year-old airplane. First flight September 2013. Has to wait until the wake turbulence dissipates. Gives me time to say hi to Roadhog, who came in with a bang. 5 gifted memberships just now. Kablamo! Courtesy of Roadhog. Thank you so much for that, mate. Hope all is well. And gifting 5 memberships, you really shouldn't have to, but you did it anyway. Thank you so much for that. I hope everybody who received a gifted membership from you will say thank you for it. All Flight 338 will be leaving shortly. Nice little waft of Jet A in the air over her. Plenty of Viagra in the air, as you can see by the windsocks. But it is mostly headwind for the airplanes over here. Wind is south-southwest and has been that all the while. Adrian asks, still no rain? And the answer is absolutely not. In fact, the sun has begun to shine over here a little bit. Now also a massive big thank you to Peter, who celebrates 2 months of membership and says, love the stream, thanks boy and the mods. Thank you so much for your kind words, Peter. Happy to hear that things are still good in the lounge. Do let me know if something isn't to your liking. Thanks for your kind words and your continued support, Peter. Wondering if there's something on the weather radar that might be false positives, because over here there's still parts of blue in the sky. As you can see, the sun is now illuminating not just the airplane but also me, which is nice because it's actually a bit chilly otherwise. Hey, thanks Maria. More Embraers. KLM flight 1921 to Zurich, Embraer 175. E2 Embraer 195 to Berlin. Oh wait, no, yeah, Embraer 190 to Basel, Basel. Over here. KLM flight 1945. And Lisa luckily not dancing today, so no rain. Nothing to worry about. Well, there's still Rick Meester, who might be doing something from over in the United Kingdom from his holiday destination. So reduced likelihood, but not completely out of the clear just yet. And I don't trust that geezer for a bit when it comes to rain dances. This is KLM flight 1777. 777 300 No, it's just an E2 Embraer 195 to Berlin. Spooling up and going. Marianne says, here in Hilversum it should be raining, but it's not. Still bits of blue, so probably false positives then on the radar. Let's hope they're that. Wolfgang says, Cargo Lux 747 20 minutes out. Where's it arriving from? East or west? It's probably going to land on Polderbaan, isn't it? Yeah, it's still, what is it? Oh, it's 12:45. Oh, wow. So in 15 minutes, runway 27 hopefully will open up. I am feeling 1 or 2 droplets now, or at least there's 1 droplet now on my glasses, which is odd because definitely not looking very rainy. Then again, let's not jinx anything. Ah, this bodes well. This bodes well. This is K2 driving on runway 27. Now, why would it be doing something like a runway inspection on a runway that isn't going to be used, eh? So I'm thinking runway 27 will be used from 1 till 2 as secondary runway for arrivals, and that means A380 is going to land over here. That is bloody well. That's bloody good news. Hey, from Nairobi, okay. Hey, that means it might also land on this runway. Runway 27, I mean. Damn. King and Queen. That's a Transavia A321neo that seems to be coming this way. The G is also going back to Athens. Or is that the G? No, the G is behind it. 2 consecutive A321neos coming this way. Transavia to Malaga. And the G to Athens. And behind the G we have an Embraer 175 to Frankfurt. Those 3 are taxiing over here. 2 here, I should say. W says 747 has been assigned to Buitenveldbaan. And Rafael says 326 likes only. I'm counting 334 right now, but yeah. Guess that this is not a nice stream for people. No, there's just not a lot of viewers. The A380 over Kassel in Germany. ETA still approximately 120, I'm assuming. We have another bizjet coming in, indeed, Adrian. Now, where was that? It was somewhere over there. We will be able to see it again over there. Oh wait, it's still it's still over there. Now this airplane first has to land before the Transavia A321neo will get clearance to take off. Otherwise, you might run the risk of a collision, since the runway headings intersect. So if it has to go around, the A321neo is rolling, you might get a miniature Tenerife. A321 lined up right now. There's also a line cutter in front of it. They're all going to have to wait until this airplane has landed. Now that it has, line cutter is going first. The G to Athens. G later, alligator. Wolfgang says 737 from Paris in 30 minutes. Yeah, I think it is probably going to land on Polderbaan if it's coming from Paris. We'll probably fly north via Zeeland, The Hague, Rotterdam, just over the coastline, land on Polderbaan. That's what usually happens. And what I'm also thinking is going to happen with the 747 arriving from Paris. Transavia A321neo to Malaga, next to take off. It is already lined up. Damn it, I was still taking a sip of vodka. Stupid airplane. All of a sudden, boom. Away it goes. Transavia flight 6117 to Malaga. No, you're right, Wolfgang. Now, if you give me a heads up about that 747 once it is flying base and is turning final, then I should be having enough time to find it and track it insofar we can from over here. Next up, KLM flight 1819 going to Frankfurt. Embraer 175. Alrighty, let's see what else is coming this way. Probably not much anymore. The first arrivals probably. Let's switch to inbound. Ah, the very first airplane to come this way seems to be the 747 arriving from Nairobi. Cargo Lux, now flying just a little bit east of Almere. But coming this way, still a few more departures, but south of the crossing with runway 27 already. Is that landing traffic? Can land. Very nice, very nice. Even though I would have loved to see a Queen take off from 18 left during the stream, seeing one land on runway 27 is also going to be very nice. A nice little warm-up dish before the main course, the A380. What's the ETA of the A380? Is it still 120 or so? Terrific. Now, this does look a little bit darker, but yeah, there's also blue behind it. Bit odd. Blue over there as well. Not sure what to make of it. Meanwhile, departures From runway 24 continuing. Her piece is leaving the country again. And thank you Frank, A380 ETA 124. Maria, thank you too. Clemencia also back in the chat. Good to see ya. Rakete 88, auch wieder zurück. Wahrscheinlich schon langer. Gary Grebe. Hopefully the coke has worn off a little bit. Damn, they were aggressive earlier. Well, the coots are over there minding their own business. Hopefully Gary isn't going to attack them or chase them away, getting all territorial. He seems to be calm. He seems to have calmed down. Now, Patrick, thank you so much for your kind words. My compliments for your good stream. You are much better than that other streamer that we at least understand you, and you have super quality image. It is a pleasure to watch you, my friend. Patrick, thank you so much for your kind words, mate. I'm glad that you're enjoying the content, and I hope everybody is. Spread the word, I should say. Now we're waiting for Cargolux Italia arriving from Nairobi. Slowly but surely it is getting closer by. It is still east of Amsterdam. Still several minutes out. Slowly but surely coming this way. It's like you're counting down to an important event. No aggravacious bodily harm, please, Gary. Yeah, that's what you get. They found cocaine remnants in the, or traces of cocaine in the blood of sharks swimming off the coast of, what was it, Brazil? Now obviously with those coots and their white tipped noses, it's quite obvious that there's also a lot of cocaine flowing in the waters around Schiphol Airport. Gary Grebe wasn't handling his powder that well today. Michael says, boy could easily pass as an American with his language. You mean my foul language or what? Boss says, I'm in Air Canada 809. Say hi to Sarah in Toronto. Hi on behalf of Boss. Mark says, nice channel this, a drunk host and coked up coots. Yeah, and Grebes, not to mention the Grebes. They're the ones that were the most aggressive today. Damn. Maybe the coke was laced. All white airplane. In the meantime, still waiting for that 747 to come this way. It's flying now in the vicinity of Arena Stadium, where I used to live for 8 years. Still a few minutes out, slowly but surely coming this way. And in the meantime, traffic taking off from runway 24. Maybe just a few droplets falling now from the sky. Doesn't seem to be amounting to anything substantial. I also saw that a chopper just now took off. Police helicopter most likely. Where did I see it? I think think that's the dark blue police chopper that we often see. Oh, bit more substantial rain. That's not good. We still want to see the Queen and King land. Nah. Well, luckily my car is parked on the other side of the road. If this is going to continue, let me grab my umbrella. Not perfect weather to keep holding an umbrella over the camera, but you have to make do with what is needed. Let's also turn around because the Queen is coming. Cargo log flight 2613, and here the weather reports were saying it was going to stay dry today. Mother fudgers. Arriving from Nairobi, Kenya. 8 hours and 20 minutes on the way. 17-year-old airplane, first flight July 2007. Also a bit more volume. Forgot. Keep the lens out of the wind. Hooray! Next up, EasyJet, arriving from Dubrovnik, A320neo. Just curious, what does the weather radar look like right now? Oh, yeah. So it's just a few isolated showers. You have to be very lucky to dodge them. Nothing too substantial. Bits of blue still in the sky over here, as you can see. Next airplane to arrive will be an EasyJet A320neo arriving from Dubrovnik. 2 hours and 9 minutes on the way. First flight March 2024, brand new. Frank says, worst that can happen is that they tow your car. Well, not very likely that they're going to do that, luckily. Since last week, or the week before that, Officer Rudolph was also in the neighborhood and came by to have a chat with his mate while on duty. Surely they would have said something to me if I had parked my car where it wasn't supposed to be standing or where it isn't allowed. So that's the silver lining. Maria confirming that the A380 has been assigned to runway 27. So yeah, winter is coming. Brace yourselves. return of rain, the return of wind, the return of the hoodie, and the blimp. Blimp. At least audio will be decent. Embraer 190 arriving from Düsseldorf, the next airplane to land. 25 mere minutes of flight time. The flight from JD to AMS Live. Flight 1800, 15-year-old airplane. First flight, June 2009. Tomorrow I'll be bringing the heated gloves and the parka again. Leon is tuning in from Spain saying hi. Hey there, Leon. That was an arriving police helicopter. Up an Embraer 175 arriving from Hamburg. The 7-year-old airplane, first flight February 2017. That's up about 747. Which I'm looking for but still not seeing. Lens, keeping the lens in the wind is also not a good idea. Let's see, a 747, not that hard to miss. Not seeing anything just yet. Hot cocoa is something I definitely wouldn't say no to right now. With the wind and the absence of the sun, standing here in just a hoodie was actually a bit chilly. Still looking to see if I can spot a 747 somewhere in the sky. Really struggling to see anything. Let's see. Oh, huh? Not yet on the glide slope. It's still flying base. The one from. Oh, Or are we talking about another one? Huh? No wonder I was looking for something that wasn't still there. That wasn't yet there. Right. Emirates A380, where are you? Okay, Biddinghuizen. Right. Sorry about the misunderstanding there, Wolfgang. I asked to be informed if it was turning final, from base to final, the last corner. Otherwise, I'm looking for something that is still out of sight. Next up is NetJets from Faro. NetJets Cessna 688 citation latitude, 2 hours and 53 minutes on the way from Faro in Portugal, flying over Amstelveen right now. Stupid weather. Now there is blue already appearing in the sky, so I think we will have seen the worst already. We have seen the worst already. Right, the citation is now flying over Amsterdam Bos. Approaching the Ringvaart Canal. There it is. Little BizJet. Well, I'm looking for 747s, but I'm not seeing any. I don't think this is the best location to be seeing traffic from landing to Polderbaan. Really, all I'm seeing is clouds in the sky. It does seem that the rain has stopped in the meantime. Thank you, Lisa, for shaking that ass then. Now I'm all wet. Richard Moose is also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Bloody warm and sunny Rotterdam Zuid, as always. Send some of that sunshine over here, mate. We could do with some. Next up, Transavia flight 5788, arriving from Kania. 3 hours 18 minutes on the way, 14-year-old airplane, first flight July 2010. Looking a bit small. Has the wind been doing? I'm curious to see what the meter is saying in terms of the wind right now. It was 21 or 22 knots last time. Still 21 knots, light rain, 21C. Wind direction extremely constant today. South-southwest all the time. There we go. We're waiting for the Emirates A380, which is approaching quickly. Seems to be the number 2. Being preceded by an Embraer 175 that is now flying over Amsterdam Southeast, arriving from Stavanger. Turkish A330 behind the A380. Saudia 78710 arriving from Jeddah with Jeddah Nights behind that. Chris and Curtis saying hi. With no, yeah, Coots with a little one. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Indeed, Wolfgang, 3 consecutive heavies, including the A380. Hey, is that the little? No, that's the pigeon. The pigeon. What is it? Pigeon duck, whatever it is. Hybrid. One grebe, another duck, and over here the coots. Moorhen. Thank you, Thomas. In the meantime, the Embraer 175 arriving from Stavanger is over Amstelveen. Part of the city. It's a different municipality, but it is joined to Amsterdam in the north. Buitenveldert is the part that still belongs to Amsterdam, south of the A10 Ring Highway, and the name giver of the runway that the Embraer 175 is going to land on pretty soon. Buitenveldert. Now the airplane is flying over Amsterdam Forest, Amsterdamse Bos. 1 hour 16 minutes on the way. 7-year-old airplane, first flight September 2016. Tom says Coast Guard also coming in. That's nice. received Embraer 175. That's our entree before the main dish will be served. Emirates A380 with two heavies back to back behind it. Oops. Who's watching flight radar? Totally missing the airplane land. But at least my power station I didn't forget to charge. Hey, check it out. KLM 100 here, 78710 on the move. Oh boy, the Emirates A380 is arriving. It is number 5 on flight radar. 712 people are following it. It is the A6EEN, 11-year-old airplane, first flight May 2013. Flight time, according to flight radar, 6 hours and 29 minutes. Almost exactly 6.5 hours, which is what they average manage to fly on this flight at this point, so it's all nominal. The airplane's first flight was in May 2013. Now after this airplane has landed, don't tune out immediately. You'd be stupid to do so, because we have Turkish flight 1957 behind it, and behind it Saudia flight 215. The A380 will be the first of 3 consecutive heavies landing on runway 27. I am going to wrap up the stream after that. I will say that. There it is, the beast of the east. Short glimpse, the tail we can still see, like a shark fin. Is it? Does that make this now a sharklet? One big sharklet on the back of the airplane. Fire up the reversers. Awesome. Landed safely. Lisa says definitely a winglet. Well, I mean, it looks like a shark fin protruding from above the waterline. I would say that makes it a sharklet, doesn't it? Now mate, you know you're doing more than enough to support the channel as a moderator as it is already, Wolfgang. You really shouldn't have, but you did so anyway, so thank you so much for that. 5 gifted memberships courtesy of Wolfgang. I already said before, I think we're getting close to the 700 level now. Hopefully we'll breach it this upcoming weekend. Get another custom emoji slot available. This definitely helps. Don't forget to say thank you to Wolfgang if you are one of the 5 recipients of his gifted memberships. Say thank you or dankeschön, and enjoy the custom emojis that are now at your disposal for the duration of a month. Turkish Airlines flight 1957, having landed from Istanbul, 2 hours and 53 minutes it flew to get here, A330-200, and the next airplane is going to be the last airplane Saudia in the new standard livery 787-10 Dreamliner arriving from Jeddah with Jeddah Nights, flight 215. It is now flying over Amsterdam Schiphol, past the sports fields towards the big pond, and from the big pond onto the Ringvaart. Once it crosses the Ringvaart, the canal, we should be able to see it. There it is. It's the new standard livery. Looks more white and a bit more colorful than the more monotonous beige, or what is it? I don't know. I'm colorblind, don't ask me. Red. Racing stripes, me likey. Might have even looked better if those stripes were placed or positioned where the windows are. But it has a classical look. Right, folks, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I had a wonderful time, even though it was all types of weather. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. If you did like the stream, subscribe if you want to stay informed of upcoming live streams. Hope to be out again tomorrow with a bit more southwesterly wind, probably Polderbaan. Looking forward to some crosswind arrivals over there. It's been a while. Hopefully they've cut the grass in the meantime. Now folks, thank you so much for the support, the super stickers and the memberships and whatnot. And also moderators, a big thank you for keeping the chat friendly and accessible. See you in the next one. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.